So I want to talk about something that I briefly kind of talked about in one of my previous videos, about how perhaps on the spiritual path, the step that you're on, the phase you're on in the spiritual path might not look spiritual at all, and it might seem like you're fucking going backwards, or you're a fucking mess, so you don't know what's going on. I feel like that for like the past couple of weeks, and I kind of want to talk about it because like I've said, recently in my previous videos, it's like you've got to be honest with yourself, like what is like the next step in this process, because like yeah, it's not always like a spiritual, what's getting you closer to truth and the kind of natural state, or however you want to conceive of this. What's getting you closer to that isn't always like, oh, I'm meditating and I'm like always in this peaceful state. Like, it could mean like doing all the quote unquote superficial stuff that you see in the world. It's like burning through karma. It's like there are all these desires within you, and it's like you got to do it. And it's like, it's not just like ego desires. It's like, the personal will, the personal desires is reality's desires as well. And so it's like, I don't really know if I'm making much sense here, but I just kind of want to talk about my own experience in this. So what I'm realizing is like, what's difficult for me now that I always thought was actually a antithesis, if that's the right word, to enlightenment. I always thought that this was had nothing to do with enlightenment. It was a distraction and avoidance, and that is basically being somebody. Being somebody. You see, this is what I am trying to do in my life right now. Is I am trying to be somebody. And see, previously before this, I was trying to be nobody. And this is what actually spiritual teachers talk about. It's about, it's like you climb the mountain at the precipice, but that's not actually the end. Getting to the top, the peak, is not actually the end. It's actually coming back down. And I'm not saying that I've actually reached that peak. I don't, like I said in my other videos, I think there's further to go, sure, but I think there can be like micro and macro cycles. Maybe this always happens. Maybe you deepen into this enlightenment thing, and then it's like, you've deepened into it enough and you can't really go any further, so then you come back out into the world and you try and integrate that, and it's always this kind of back and forth thing, I think, of like, renouncing the world, being with yourself, and then these phases where you're in the world and and both of them help each other. I've talked about this before, but so yeah, in my life now, it's like I realize that I don't really even know how to explain it, but it's like I've been doing these videos for the past 2 weeks or so, like every second day or every day, because this is my way of showing up in the world at the moment. Like, look, dude, I've like started this online community And, you know, I'm reaching out to people are reaching out to me. It's like, this is something that I was always afraid of, you know? Like, this is like weird for me to do because like my whole life I've been known as like the shy one, you know? I've been known as the one that's been socially anxious and whatever, and it's like, and so this is, fuck dude, it's really hard to explain. It's like energy within me that wants to say something. I'm just I'm finding it hard to find the right words. But I guess like, yeah, what I was saying is like, this is my spiritual practice at the moment. This is like the next step. You see, there's always like, you know, what's the next doorway? What's the next step? And what do I mean by the next step? What am I actually even referring to? Well, it's like the next step of, you know, what's like the next belief that needs to be dissolved in order for you to return to the truth. So it's like you have all these beliefs and you go through them like one at a time, let go of them, realize they're not true. And but some beliefs that you have are very sticky because they're like, you know, your like core beliefs, these ones that you've had like throughout your whole life that have been basically very traumatic for you. And most people avoid these at all costs. Like, again, for me, it's like socializing, interacting with people, has always been like a big theme in my life of like, oh, like the fear of people, fear of socializing and whatnot. And so, fuck, what am I even saying, dude? I guess like, yeah, right. I mean, there's lots of different areas of like socializing and whatever. For me now, I think it is like stepping into my self-assurance, stepping into my conviction and my assertiveness. Like, that is what is happening now. And you see, like, why is this so hard for me? Because like for the past couple of weeks or so, it's like I've been doing these videos and I've been like making this community, and I've like offered out like a one-on-one call, and it's like, this is all very like scary for me, you know. It's like, I mean, it's not that scary because I've like worked my way up to it, but nevertheless, it's like still like, if, you know, like a year ago, if I were to offer a one-on-one call or start a online community, a year ago, if I did that, I would be fucking scared shitless, man. It's like, holy, like, am I really like sending out a one-on-one call that like talk to people? Like, that's fucking scary. But it's like, here I am doing it, and it's like, because that's what I need to do. See, this is, and what's scary is why there's so much like fear is because I've identified so long in my life with being the quiet one, with being the one that doesn't express, isn't self-assured or has conviction or is assertive. And so like that has been a big theme in my life, where I've just felt like I'm taking a backstage, I'm being quiet, I'm not like standing my ground, standing up for myself or whatever, saying my truth, you know. And so because that's been such a big theme in my life, and that you know, that belief and that identification of like, okay, this is who I am, to finally step away from that and to be like, okay, now's the time to change. It's like, holy shit, like this is scary. Like I'm going into the unknown, and it's like I'm scared to leave behind the familiar, and it's like you can't fucking half-ass this. You can't just dip your toe in. It's like this requires like 100% engagement. You know what I mean? Like, and this is like, like putting up these videos on YouTube for people to watch. I was like fucking scared when I started getting subscribers. Like for the first like few years of making these videos, I had like less than 10 subscribers. And then, some videos took off. And, that I was like, holy shit, now people are watching like my raw, honest, vulnerable thoughts. Like, holy shit, this is a bit too much. And so I kept like stepping in, stepping out. I was like, this is kind of scary for me. But now I'm like, I have to fucking own it now. I have to fucking own it. Because, yeah, man, like, this is just who I am. And what are you gonna fucking do about it, man? Oh. And so this whole thing is really about integrity, and like I have valued integrity for a long time, and that's why I suffered so much in the past, because one of my biggest values was integrity. The reason why I suffered is because I didn't have any integrity, and I was like, fucking hell. I was like, there's all these parts of myself that are scattered and they're not integral. They're not like coexisting together. It's like, I've got this YouTube channel, and then I've got this other YouTube channel, and then it's like, I can express myself to this person and talk about these things, but I can't do the same and talk about this person, and then I feel guilty that I can't do that. And I had all these parts that were like cut off from each other, and that's why I was suffering. And so now it's like, I'm integrating it, and it's like, it's all very fearful, because it's like, I actually only recently told my dad about this channel. I've had this channel for like 6 years. He doesn't know about it. He knows about all my other like filmmaking pursuits and whatever. I was still very hesitant to talk to him about this channel, and I don't know if he's checked it out or not. But it's because there's all these parts of like, okay, these parts of me are acceptable to these people. And then it's like, especially when you get into spirituality and this whole enlightenment thing, and you start getting into weird shit like solipsism and shit, you can't fucking talk about that shit with anybody, man. And so it's like, but it's like, when you actually just like start to just be yourself, like with anybody, and not really care anymore, you actually kind of realize that no one cares anyway, because they can't even understand what you're saying, You can talk about solipsism with somebody, and it's like, they're not going to understand you anyway, so it doesn't even matter. It's like that quote of like, actually, I can't even fucking remember the quote. It's, it's like, dude, I don't know, man. But I just wanted to share some thoughts, and I still want to talk some more. So, in my life right now, it feels like I'm stepping out into the light more, like stepping out into the spotlight more, being more vulnerable, and being like, this is who I am. And I'm actually like actively like sharing it. Like I'm like making progress in my mind of like, oh yeah, I would actually be okay with talking to people about this channel. And maybe you're watching this and you're like, what? I don't know what you're talking about, Jasper. It's like, you've got nothing to fear. It's like, you're a fucking top quality dude or whatever, you know. But this is just how it is for me. It's like only even recently I started like talking about my other channel to people. When it's just like when, you know, I'm at a coffee shop or whatever, I'm talking to the person and, you know, they're asking me what I'm doing today or whatever, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna edit a video for this YouTube channel that I have. It's like, oh yeah, this is the name, Jasper Kennedy, check it out. And I'm like, literally like advertising it with my excitement now, because I'm fucking proud of the work that I made, dude. And see, this was never something that I could do in the past. I would cower away and be embarrassed to share my work, even though I fucking knew it was good. And this is the thing, it's like, I've talked about this in my recent videos. This is like a fucking plague in our society where we feel like we have to be like this fucking humble, like this self-doubting, second-guessing, humble person, like that we have to be so modest. It's like, it's bullshit, man. Like, let me fucking tell you, like, if you make something that you're proud of and you think it's good and you've put your heart and soul into it, then you fucking own it, man. Fucking own that shit. Like, I'm telling you, you fucking have to do it, man. You have to do it. And you see, like, this energy that I have of frustration and like passion, it's because that's what I need for me right now. It's like, fuck, dude, I can't keep hiding away. Oh, it's a fucking struggle, man. But this is what it feels like that I'm trying to do in my life right now. And it's especially hard with these kinds of videos to be proud of what I do, because I'm literally, all I'm doing here is I'm just talking my thoughts. And yeah, you can like create a work of art and people can have lots of different interpretations of it. So it's like, you're not going to really get affected by it because, you know, they might not even be like having criticism over you or what your art is actually about or whatever. But when it's like, here I am talking my thoughts, being authentic, just being real, and if I just start having conviction that this is just who I am, and it's like, here you go, like, I'm proud of this, and if people start coming to criticize and whatever, then it's like, holy shit, it's like, it just feels like there's more at stake here, you know what I mean? Like, it's, like, let me ask you a question. How comfortable are you to getting your phone, filming a video like this for like 20 minutes or more, talking your thoughts, and then uploading it to YouTube, maybe even sharing it to a social media site? Are you comfortable doing that? No, it's fucking hard, dude. Like, it's this biological or social or cultural or altogether thing that it's like, we don't want to do this because we don't want to get ostracized. We don't want to get pushed out of the tribe for having these fucking crazy ideas. In the past, you know, the witch trials and shit, you know, you had some fucking whacked out ideas, get burnt at the stake, mate, you know what I mean? And so it's like, yeah, if you make art, it's very abstract, and like, it's just like, oh yeah, I don't know what's really on here. It's art though, it's art, you know, it's like, anything goes, it's art. But when you're just being real and authentic, it's like, yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, do you understand what I'm trying to get at? But yeah, the other thing here is that I know that what we need in the world more than ever is connection, is like authentic, like coming together. Like coming together as the one same reality, not coming together with like the shared beliefs, the shared worldviews. I mean, of course, like anyone who watches this, we all probably have a shared worldview of like spirituality and whatever. But like what I'm talking about is like the coming together of the shared life that we all fundamentally are. You know, I'm talking about the coming together of fundamental reality, not just the coming together of shared beliefs and shared interests and whatever. And this is not fucking easy, but like this is like what this is how you live the enlightened life. Like, I don't know, is this the life of the bodhisattva? I don't know. But like, you know, you can meditate in a cave all your life. But, you know, I don't even know, man. I don't... And see, making these videos, there's like an extra thing of, oh, now I've got to like live up to what I'm talking about. And, you know, it's like accountability for me in a sense. It's like, here I am talking about these things. It's like, shit, now I've actually got to like show up in the world like this. It's like, I've held myself accountable now. I can't just talk the talk. I have to walk the talk as well. And that's what keeps me on my toes, man. That's what keeps me on my fucking toes. Because that's why suffering occurs if I start talking about this shit, about showing up in the world and connecting with people more as the same one reality, and having this vigor and zest for life, and being in truth and being in love and being in freedom. I can talk about all this shit, but it's like, am I going to actually be that in the world? And it's like, I try my best, but like, you know, and I can certainly see progress that I've made, of course. But again, it's like, yeah, man, it keeps me on my toes, because it's like, if I don't do what I say is the most good thing, if I don't do what I know is good for me and good for the world, then yeah, I'm gonna be suffering, of course. Like, if you know the positive benefits of exercise and eating good food, then yeah, you're gonna feel shit if you miss exercise and you eat junk food. Not just because it's physically going to affect you, but mentally it's going to be like, shit, dude, I know the potential that I have and I'm not living up to it. So I think that's all I have to say. Give this video a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it and you want to see more. That helps me out a lot. Having engagement helps out the algorithm. And if you want to connect, man, come join the Truth Playground. This is my online community. This is our online community that we're all growing together. That we're all creating together. It's still early days. But yeah, man, like, if you resonated with this video and what I said, then I understand if there's hesitation and fear to connect. If there's this genuine inclination of like, maybe connecting with people like this in an online community, and we can have like video calls, like group video calls. Yeah, if there's like this inclination, like, oh, perhaps that may be good, but like, fuck, I'm too scared, I'm just too hesitant. Like, I understand that fear. It's like, I'm even fucking hesitant to make this community something, But, okay, let's fucking, like, be messy together. Let's, like, just, like, together through it. Do you know what I mean? Because, like I said, I think community, interacting with people, is actually probably, like, a great spiritual practice, because it's like you're interacting with people, and when you're doing so, you're coming up against all these, like, preconceived beliefs. You have all these judgments and, like, whatever, and it's like, that is the spiritual path of, like, being able to let go. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it was, but you know what I mean. So come join the Truth Playground. And that's all I have to say for you today. And so, have a good day.